So, when you're writing about real world controversies, which I see more and more authors doing right now, um, or legal gray areas, how do you decide which ethical dilemmas to include, and how do you make sure each side of the conflict is given fair consideration?
I start by trying to think about what were the hard things that I dealt with as FBI director and as a federal prosecutor. What were the questions that I found hardest to answer, where reasonable people could see them differently? And so for FDR Drive, one of the things that occurred to me is we've long struggled in this country, and as FBI investigators, we struggled when I was director to figure out, so where is the line between speech and crime? And when people are trying to encourage others to engage or using protected speech to encourage others to do bad things, what is our freedom and what is our obligation to look at that as a crime? And then to try and see it consistent with the values that are colliding with each other, which is free speech, which is fundamental to our country, and a need to protect innocent people from being harmed. And those things crash into each other in circumstances like the ones I've tried to describe in FDR Drive. So, drawn from life experience. And I try to, in that book, as you know, to introduce people, readers, to the challenges of dealing with criminals, to get other criminals to use cooperating witnesses, something that was at the heart of my work as a federal prosecutor. And that is a really hard thing, especially in the highest stakes cases. How do I deal with a bad person who's interested in getting something for themselves to help me achieve my goals of getting another bad person? And so I come up with those problems, and then I try to think about them through both sides, how people who see them differently might experience them. And I've always been frustrated by people who see the world in either black or white. Most of the world is gray. And a lot of the disagreements we have over issues come from the fact that human beings experience the world in very different ways, sometimes ways that other people can't imagine. But I try to imagine how other people experience issues that are hotly contested.